In Venezuela, President Nicolas Maduro offered a balance of the base assemblies ahead of the Constituent Congress of the working class, where he highlighted the workers' leading role in the construction of the nation. During the balance session, the head of state, Nicolas Maduro, emphasized that more than 10,000 base assemblies of the labor movement have been held and more than 30,000 delegates have been elected. Furthermore, the president emphasized the need to consolidate the political, military and organizational power of the movement, with the aim of strengthening its capacity for action and national leadership. On the other hand, the head of state also highlighted that the Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean, ECLAC, projects an economic growth of 6% of Venezuela's GDP, which reaffirms the sovereignty and strength of the country's real economy despite the blockade and aggression by the U.S. government.
It creates solutions, it creates proposals, and it is a vital force in the new economy of the 13 engines that the country is driving forward. This year, Oxford Economics and CELAC are projecting economic growth of 6% of the country's real gross domestic product. Economists call it gross domestic product. Not because it is gross, the product, but because it is internal to the global economy. When one speaks of the concept of gross domestic product, one is speaking of the entire economy. Last year it grew by 9%. We have had 18 consecutive quarters of growth.
The Venezuelan president also announced that the Bolivarian nation has increased its gas production and affirmed that the first export of that industry to Colombia is ready.
To increase gas production, we are making so much progress in the production of gas that the first export to Colombia is ready. It's at the border waiting for some technical issues to be solved so that Venezuela can begin selling gas to Colombia. Keep that secret for me too. The gas is ready at the border to be sent to Colombia. Some technical and economic elements are still needed, and then the gas will be ready to go. That will be our first shipment of gas, and then we won't stop because Colombia and Venezuela must be united, increasingly united in an increasingly integrated and prosperous economy. With a growing trade, as we already have with our growing binational investments, Venezuela and Colombia must be united in Bolivar's idea of emancipation, freedom, peace, and mutual respect between governments and peoples.